All right. I think we're live? Question mark? Hey, there we go. All right. Technical difficulties, my bad. I'm not a good streamer, but we will hop right into it. For those of you watching on the VODs, for the people watching on the VODs, I'll hop right into it. We've got some fresh slabby patties here, 43 slabs, which is amazing. I love getting the big box like this. It's just so satisfying. And we had a bunch of upcharges. We had 7 upcharges. Then I also have some packs here that we might get into depending on how fun the party gets. I also put in here that it's a live question and answer, so if people hop in, have any questions, I've been doing much more YouTube content about Pokemon investing, selling on eBay, all that kind of stuff. eBay, TCG Player, so if anyone hops in and has any questions about the market or selling, I'll be happy to answer those as well, but I'll get these right out of here. And again, unfortunately, PSA, you send them back, they're very specific about what order they go in, and then they just send them back to you all willy-nilly, which is always weird to me. So we've got some Japanese cards here, some English. There actually isn't too much Japanese that I sent. I think the only Japanese I sent was the Unagaba promos. But yeah, I have high hopes for this. I got upcharged 7 times. 5 of them were little upcharges. I think like normally it's $18.99 and they upcharged it to $20 or something like that. But then 2 of them got upcharged to $59.99, which I think is cards above $500, which is crazy. I think I know which 2 they are. I'll save those 2 for last and hope that I'm right, but let's hop right into it. Won't keep you guys waiting anymore. I appreciate you guys watching. Started off with a banger. The mascot of the channel should be the Celebrations Charizard. And the interesting story on these is that I actually need some 9s in this, because I've been selling through them so rapidly that I'm actually out of... I have 1 more 9 set listed, no more 10s, so I need everything. I sell them as a lot, and obviously the more 10s the better, but I won't be too upset to get 9s because those do sell as well. So starting off with a 9, not the best start, but I can see why. This one's a little bit top heavy, but I think I actually cracked a bunch of these cards and resubmitted, so that's why I'm a little bit surprised. And you can see there's something up there in the corner, so not surprised to see that got a 9. But all right, interesting start. Start with a 9. The Ends Reshiram. Now this one is the box topper that came from Journey Together, which is interesting that this one's kind of been all over the place actually. There's someone on Reddit who keeps trying to pump this card. It's hilarious. I downvote him every time I see it, but he's like buying 100 of these cards a day until it's worth $100 or something crazy. But there's probably a lot of these out there. 3, 2, 1. That's a sick card to get into 10. I'm most excited about the Bulbasaur box topper that's coming from Mega Evolutions. That card is going to be really sweet, and if I can get a bunch of those, I'll grade a whole bunch of those. But this card looks sweet. I mean, look at the reflection on that. That looks really cool. Now I have a dilemma. What am I going to do with that? Gem Mint 10. All right, that's how we start. That's great. The Lilies Rabambi, I did pull this myself, thought it looked good enough. It was definitely off-centered. A little bit right heavy, but I thought it was still worth a chance. Journey Together. Beautiful card. I love this card. I love how her eyes glow like that. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good submission. I have a good feeling about this. And that's because it looks so good is why I wanted to send that one in, but man, does that feel good. What up, Catch Manny? Brock Scouting, this is a fun one because I have Misty. I have Misty's Determination, and I really wanted this in a 10 so that they can go together. Unfortunately, I think this is pretty right heavy. So if I get a 9, it's okay because my Misty is actually a 9 as well. So 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's not surprising. I love this card though. Again, anything that's a throwback to the OGs. I'm such a fan of the OGs. Kanto Boy. Speaking of the OGs. Alright. Let me see some 10s on these. I said I'd be okay to get a 9, but I don't want more 9s than 10s, obviously. 3, 2, 1. My bread and butter, let's go. These cards have been going up like crazy. It'll be interesting to see what cards they upcharged me on. Like I said, I think the ones they upcharged me from like 18 to 20, those are probably the ones that are over $200. And I think this card has run to more than $200. So I do think this card might have been the one that got upcharged. But again, I'm selling these as a lot. So love to see those. I'm trying to buy as many of those Okay, this is a big one. I'm saving this one for last. I do think this is the one I got upcharged on. This card looked absolutely beautiful when we pulled it. I actually pulled 2 of these, and this one looked gorgeous. Like, I haven't sent any to be a black label, but that one might have been a contender. I love that card. Okay, I spoiled myself on this card, but this card's been going crazy recently. I think it's up to like $35 raw, and it was like a $5 card for the longest time. Crown Zenith, Secret Pikachu, 321. Yeah, this one got an 8. I'm not really sure why. I thought it looked pretty good. Obviously, I wouldn't have sent it if it had some stuff on it, but I'm not sure what I missed on this one. And sometimes PSA just, you know, has some weird moments, but let me know if you guys see anything. In my opinion, this one looked good. I don't know if there's some surface issue I missed or something on the edges, but crazy that this got an 8, and then the decision is, do I just sell this as is or do I hold it? In my opinion, it's already gone up. I missed, obviously, so maybe I just sell into the hype while it's gone up, but it's my first 8 of the night. So far, we're 50%. Sylveon Samurott V, I love this card. Crown Zenith normally grades pretty well, but I pulled this myself from Crown Zenith. So 3, 2, 1. Mint 9, interesting. Crown Zenith, like I said, normally super easy to grade. I'm not really sure with that one. Oh, that could be it. That tiny little dot. And it's funny because, like, I watch 2 different people, Oyama's Trading and Cool Trainer Ryan, both do their PSA return videos. And Oyama's got like an 80% gem mint 10 rate or something like that. And then Cool Trainer Ryan's like happy to get 50%. I'm much more in the camp of Cool Trainer Ryan, where I'm just sending whatever I get. Like, especially if I just pull a card myself. Like, I might have pulled this one, I'm not even sure. I don't even look at it if I pull it, I just send it. Yeah, mint 9. For some reason, it's so weird. Crown Zenith is like easy to grade, but for some reason the Legendary Beast, I can't ever grade. Like, I think I have one Entei, and I wonder if that's it. Right up there, you can kind of see the corner's got a little bit of something. Oh, and that corner's got something too, so yeah, so that one makes sense. So hopefully Crown Zenith starts going up, because I got a little bit of 9. Okay, I'm probably gonna save this one. I've got a bunch of the 151 art rares and the secret illustration rares, I mean, including this one, which, have you seen this card recently? This card's been going crazy, but I think this card was super beautiful. So my guess is this was my second really big upcharge, but there is a little something right down there. So again, if everything else was perfect, sometimes those can get through and get a 10, but PSA has been really strict recently. So we'll see. Okay, there it is. So they did put these in semi-order. I forget. No, I didn't pull this one. I've pulled so many Blastoises. I still have not pulled the Charizard, which is why I've got some 151 packs there to pull just in case. This card is sweet. This is my favorite card from 151. Charizard is my favorite Pokemon, but this card is definitely my favorite card. The colors on it are just so nice, and to have all legendary birds. I think this one will do very well. I need that in a 10 for my personal collection. I need all of these in a 10 for my personal collection. And this is a big one. I promise I'm going to reveal. I'm just saving the 151s for last. But I'll reveal this one. I love this card. I've been grading this card for a while and saying how I like this card. Unfortunately, I've been selling into the hype a little bit too early because I thought it would take longer for these to pop off. And they've been going crazy. So I should have held on to every single one of these I had, but I obviously haven't. Sometimes you get in trouble, but honestly, no one could have predicted the run Pokemon's had. So, you know, I can't beat myself up over it because I've been rolling the plays into something else. But 3, 2, 1. No, I cracked this one out too because it looked so good, dude. Okay, that's actually surprising because I swear, sometimes stuff's not there when I send it, and then it's there when I get card back. Because this card looked super clean when I sent it. Because I remember thinking it was like black label or bust kind of thing. Alright, that's annoying. Team Rocket's Tyranitar, this is the one with that Pokemon Center stamp on it, so it'll be interesting to see what I do with this, because I don't really care for the Pokemon Center stamps, but they're doing so good that, like, because they're so scarce, maybe I should hold on to them. Promos have been going crazy recently, so it's like, do I sell into the hype, or do I hold it because there's no more of this card being printed? Let's see what we get first. 3, 2, 1. Okay. that makes it even harder because this is probably worth some money. But I could have been slow to grade this. I was in no rush. I didn't do expedited shipping or anything like that. So there could be people that are much earlier to the play than I was. So maybe I'm late to the play. Maybe I'll hold on to it. I don't know. I gotta sell something to make up, you know, some of my costs here. I love this card. I still think Celebrations is gonna go crazy. So you're gonna see a lot of Celebrations. But this card in particular is one that I thought was undervalued for the longest time when it was 30 bucks. Now I think it's up to 50, which is a little bit better, but I still think gold card, shiny Mew, Celebrations, I think this card has all the makings to do very well. A little bit right heavy, but I think good enough to get a 10. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Celebrations cards typically grade pretty nice. So I love this card. I already have one in a 10, so that makes this easy. I can just sell that one off. But again, I might wait till closer to the 30th, but realistically, with Celebrations, I'm trying to grade as much Celebrations as I can, sell it into the hype, and then I'll just roll it into the next play. But Venusaur here, 3, 2, 1. Celebrations, 9. Again, not the end of the world, but obviously not the best. Another one. DJ Khaled. Another one. This one's a 10. Let's go. Alright. So that's interesting that we've had one Charizard and one Venusaur, both 9, both 10. Wondering if an upcharge means a guaranteed 10? Not technically. If you have an older card, a vintage card that grades like a 7, 8, 9, and if it's worth a lot in a 7, 8, or 9, it could still get an upcharge. So I think PSA upcharges for anything over $200 is their first upcharge, and then anything over $500 you get upcharged an additional amount. So if you have an old vintage card that's worth more than 200 or 500 in 7, 8, or 9, you could still get an upcharge without it being a 10. But it's usually a pretty good chance, especially if it's modern. It's a pretty good chance it got a 10 if it's if you get upcharged on it. Unagaba Pikachu, I love this card. I have all the Unagaba evolutions in here. I sold a lot, I think for like $900, and then I just rolled it into more plays. But I never had this Pikachu in a 10, and I really want this Pikachu, so 3, 2, 1. I'm in 10, beautiful. I need the entire set. The problem is the Umbreon looked off-centered. I bought 2 of these, 2 of every Unagaba card, 1 to keep and 1 to grade and try to sell again. But the one looked very, very off-centered, so we'll see. Japanese cards usually do very well, obviously, so they should pull up my Gem Mint 10 percentage. 3, 2, 1. Gem Mint 10. No problem out. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for the question. Have you been grading with GameStop, or you been sending in yourself? Beautiful Glaceon. 3, 2, 1. Gem Mint 10. I should, and actually I'm going to, go through and find the rest of the Unagabas and just knock those out right now while we're looking at them. Come on, where are you? Hold, please. Alright. 1. I don't know how many I have left. Why is it every other card is Unagaba? See, they send them back in such a weird way, man. I'm pretty sure I only sent Unagaba Japanese cards. So, that should be the rest of them. Leafeon. Again, I bought 2 of all of these, so these should be pretty good. Open for the sequential set, obviously. Umbreon's the only one I'm actually worried about, but you never know. Sometimes, especially with Japanese cards and with PSA, sometimes they just throw in a random 6. And it's like one little thing. Okay, this was the one. It's a little bit off-centered, a little bit right, left, and top to bottom. So this one was the only one I was really worried about, and unfortunately this is the most expensive one. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Happy to see that. That is beautiful. The rest should be 10s. Flareon, my boy. We love fire types in this house. Gem Mint 10. Alright, 3 more. Jolteon. An OG. We love an OG. We love a Gem Mint 10. Vaporeon. Another OG. 3, 2, 1. I can't wait until they release the Charizard. I keep hearing rumors, and then the baby Eevee. Rumors that they're going to do a Charizard of Unagaba. And that would obviously be amazing, because it'd be just sweet artwork. Especially if they did the OG, Charizard's OG stance, like him blowing flames. That would be really, really cool. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright, So that's perfect. So I will be selling those off. Like I said, I have one set of those that's just in my binder because I'm fine with keeping those in as a binder collection. They look really cool on a binder page together. But I will sell those off since I got sequential 10s. And I might try to do the play again. The biggest problem is with all these tariffs going on, with all these Japanese stuff. And unfortunately, those Unagaba cards are expensive now, so I think they'd get hit with tariffs and stuff. This is a card that I think is pretty undervalued. It's only like $20 raw. In a 10, it's probably only like 60, maybe 80. But I think this card is criminally undervalued. I think with Charizard, it looks so good. With Charizard being the next Mega Evolution set after Mega Evolution 1, okay, I see it. I think Charizard will do very well in the future. Like, really, that one tiny dot. So, I'm actually going to hold on to this for sure. And I think Charizard will do very well going forward. Charmander, 151. I love it. 151 art rares. These are really hard to grade. So I don't have a ton of these. I obviously don't have any of these left, but I meant, like, of the ones that I've tried to grade, I've only maybe got 1 or 2 10s. 3, 2, 1. Oof, that's a big card, honestly. And it's so hard with these, because 151 art rares are so cool. Like, obviously I want to keep this, but it's so expensive, man. In a Gem Mint 10, it's so expensive. That's a big card. And it's so hard to grade, too. Like, I've pulled a few of these. I've been opening a lot of 151 and Blooming Waters. I still can't stop myself. And the pulls that I've had are just, like, all chopped up. None of them are good. None of them are Gem Mint 10 contenders, so... Hi, Charlotte. My cat's yelling at me. Beedrill, I sold this in a 10. Didn't want to because I love this card. But I wanted to run the play again, so boom. That's exactly why we do it. Sell the card, run the same play again, get it a 10. Easy. Unfortunately, it never works that way, but it did this time. Celebrations again. Give me another Mew. Give me another 10. 3, 2, 1. It's so funny. When you grade 2 cards, they like always, one gets a 9, one gets a 10. It's so weird. But, you know, I think that'll do fine. My cat came in the room and my nose is already going crazy. These are the illustrated promos. 2024. Toxtricity, obviously not the coolest Pokemon. Wait, 2025. Wait. 2025? 2024? I'm confused. 3, 2, 1. Is this the one? Yeah. So, do you hear this? You can't really hear it because the music. This card is like shaking around in the slab. This is like not in there at all. And you can just hear it shaking. It's so bad. Like, PSA needs to fix that because their slabs are like... The card is obviously going to get damaged in there if it ever moves around at all. The edges of this thing are just getting destroyed bouncing up against that. So, they got to figure that out. They got to do something about that. Hopefully I get... Obviously the Pikachu is the biggest one, and this one's a little bit off-centered, so I do think this will get a 9. I want this in a 10 so bad because it's obviously Pikachu. But the Illustrator contest I sent in last year's, I only got 2 10s and 1 9, so I really want to get a whole set of these. Oh, and it's even worse. These are so bad. I wonder if the Illustrator contest cards are like smaller or something. And we're back to celebrations. Again, this one's super off-centered, but 3, 2, 1. Dude, I had heard that they don't seal them good anymore and you can just pull the slab apart. It's so weird. I'm gonna definitely try it on some of these because I have heard that as well. And I saw someone do it on a YouTube video, but like feeling them, they're actually, the new certs do feel different than the old ones. And I've heard it's actually harder to crack them open. I used to crack old slabs all the time, but like the guy I watched on YouTube just like literally pulled it apart, and I wonder if his just weren't sealed correctly because, you know, feeling this, there's no like cracking it. Like he just like popped it. It was crazy. So I'm not sure. I will definitely be doing testing on these new slabs because they are different for sure. But I don't know. Like I said, feeling it now, like there's no seam for me to get into. And like I said, he was just like getting in there and it was just like pop, pop. Really easy. So I'm not sure what he was doing. If he had already broken it out or if his just didn't get sealed correctly. Not sure. Celebrations Blastoise. I need more of these in a 9. These are funny because I have a whole bunch of these in a 10 left, but I actually need 9. That was a YouTube video, kind of sketched me out. Yeah. Did you send with PSA, or did you send PSA? You send with GameStop, or did you send them in yourself? Either way, like I'm saying, these new ones feel good. So I would think his was just like a factory error or something, but yeah, mine feel pretty good. 3, 2, 1. Dude, GameStop makes it very easy. My nephew has sent them through GameStop too, and it makes it so easy. I normally send myself, but how many cards did you send in? The only thing keeping me from doing that is that I send like 50 cards at a time, and I don't want GameStop to like have to sit there and take pictures and like take every card. I just feel like that would take forever. 8 cards, nice. Charmander stamp promo. Oh, that'd be cool. 3, 2, 1, mint 9. All right, 2 out of 3 on the Celebrations Blastoise. Not bad. We take those. All right, we need some more 10s of this big boy. 3, 2, 1, boom. Love that card. This card's crazy though because it's like $130 now, 140 or something like that. Like, if this makes a run up to $200, it's gonna be weird because like you could just buy the original Charizard at that point. Like, why would you buy that one for $250 if you could buy this one for $200? It's just weird to me. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay. Maybe these are the ones that got upcharged, to be honest. Because that's my third one of those, and there were 5 upcharges. 3, 2, 1. Mint 9. This thing is very thick. Thick boy. You tend to get good grades. They used to be... You can check out some of my old videos. I used to get much better Gem and 10 rates than I have been recently. It's like PSA got harder or something. But looking at this return, well, a lot of these are Japanese, so I'll let you know at the end. But this return has been very good Gem and 10 rate. But I used to get like 70 to 80%, and recently I've been down to like 50%. So they have been harder here recently, more recently. I think they adjusted their standards, their centering standards, and it made it definitely more difficult. But I would say still fair, because most times if I get a 9, if 9 or 10, usually it's like a coin flip. But a lot of times on a 9 card, you can see one thing that is wrong with it that would stop it. But a lot of times it is just a coin flip between 9s and 10s. 3, 2, 1. Wow, that's a big one. And this was one I just pulled myself. It looked good enough. So again, this has been a really good return as far as Gem and 10 rate. Alright, I do need one of these to complete the set. For Alligator. I love this card. This one's so sweet. I wish for Alligator, they need to do a Gen 2 set, like they've been doing with 151 or Black and White. Oh, okay, I need... Dude, if I get a 9, I think I've still got one more, yeah. If I get a 9 on this one too, I'll be pretty upset because that would mean both years of illustration promo, I have 2 10s and a 9. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, whew. That was close. Alright. So we got one of each. That's good. Oh, and then another Pikachu. So, come on, give me another 10. 3. Look at that cute yawn. 2, 1. Boom! Alright, we take those. So, dang it. I wish I would have got 2 10 sets because then I could have easily sold one off. But we've got the big boys here. We've got 5 151 or 4 151 illustration rares, special illustration rares, and the Mewtwo from Destined Rivals. And I think I still have my 2 big upcharges left, which I'm hoping are Charizard and Mewtwo. But I might have 2 more smaller upcharges left, so maybe 2 of these got 10s. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this card is amazing. This is staying with me for sure. I think I'm going to do a bigger submission next time and send through PSA instead of GameStop. It is very easy to send through PSA. I've actually got some YouTube videos on it if you need help like walking you through the process, but with their new app, they make it very easy. The hardest part is obviously just getting a box that you feel comfortable with shipping it to them, but if you've got a box and shipping supplies, it can make it very easy. And that's how I've been doing it, just by myself, and it's been going very well, so no problems here. I'll watch and leave a like. Thank you. Appreciate it. Blastoise. I need all of these in a 10 for my personal collection. So, great start with the Zapdos. 3, 2, 1. These are so hard to grade, though. I'm pretty sure I cracked this one. I definitely cracked the Venusaur that I'm about to send. Is that a little white? Yeah. So, like, that's what I'm saying. These 9s and 10s, like, okay, there's definitely white dot there, too. So, So you ask if they're fair, and I mean, I see 2 white dots on that, which, yeah, I would say that's pretty fair. But man, I still need... the weird thing is I've pulled like 5 of these and can't grade them for the life of me. What camera do you use? I actually have my iPhone camera. iPhone 15? I don't know which one it is. It's one of the newer ones. But I'm using the back camera, and it's really nice. It works pretty nicely. You can get pretty close up in there. Yeah. Alright, Venusaur. I forget if I have one more upcharge. If this is a 10, this would be my last upcharge. 3, 2, 1. Nope. Dang it. This one got a 9 the last time, and I actually cracked it out and resubmitted it because it looked clean. And looking at it again, it still looks clean. Wow. You little... Like, that? Really? Holding it back? And that's what's frustrating, because it's like, if everything else is perfect about this card, like good centering, good surface, good edges, then one little thing shouldn't knock it down. It should be like a 9, 10, 10, 10, which would upgrade it to a 10, but that's rough. But if these 2 cards got 10s like I expected them to, that would save the whole submission. And honestly, the Zapdos is really good too, so honestly, I can't complain. Charizard, this thing's like a $10 or $1,000, not $10,000. I was gonna say $1,100. $1,000 PSA 10, and I need this for my personal collection. The no neck Charizard. 3, 2, 1, boom! Oh yes, love to see it. So this was definitely the one I got upcharged on. Man, I love that card. It's crazy though. Like between these 2, which one's your favorite card? Like I said, Charizard is my favorite Pokemon, but this Zapdos card is so sweet. There's just not enough Charizard in this frame. It's like, it's a cool picture. Like, I want more Charizard. Whereas this one's got 3 Pokemon. 3 for the price of 1. Alright. Final card. I think this was the one I got upcharged on. It would make sense. This card was absolutely perfect. I pulled 2 of these. This was a fun one because my wife bought packs in Boston, brought them all the way home, and it had this in it from $6 general packs. This was one of the cards in it. And I pulled my second Mewtwo from GameStop, just random sleeve blister packs. So, Best in Rivals has been really good to me. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you'd love to see it. Sent both of these with my submission. Wish me luck. Yeah, good luck, dude. These are such cool cards. Oh, these 2? Yeah, those are amazing. Did they look clean when you sent them in? 151's pretty tough to grade, especially those Zapdoses. I've looked at a ton of Zapdos every time I go to card shows. They almost always have something wrong with them. This card is one that I will be keeping forever. This card really grew on me too. I wasn't sure on it at first, but the colors, the red in there, the red and the black, looks so cool. PSA really did bless me. So if you look at, like I said, normally I was happy with like a 50% gem and 10 rate, but all of these got 10s. I don't even know if you can see them. Please don't drop them everywhere. All of those got 10s. And I only got 1 8, nothing lower than an 8. That's actually crazy. These are all my 9s and 1 8. So, and I only sent those 9, maybe 10 Japanese cards. So that's actually really, really good. Yeah, PSA definitely blessed me. The dude had a good lunch that day and was very happy. So now I do have some packs that I'm going to open just because I want to keep the party going. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Like I said, I've been trying to pump out the YouTube content recently. Trying to up my game. But man, these 2 cards make this whole submission. It's so crazy because like these 2 cards are worth like $2,000. Peace, man. Good luck. Hey, tag me on socials when you get those cards back from PSA. Let me know how they went. I'm interested to know how your submission went. And like I said, I love seeing those cards. I love 151, so let me know for sure. I will be opening Prismatic. I actually do have one of these Japanese, or 2 of these McDonald's packs from Japan, which is fun. I figured I could open those too. And then I have 3 Paladin Fates. I couldn't resist. I had one of those little 3-pack tech sticker collections, and with the Bubble Mew doing what it's doing, sometimes you gotta gamble. And then I've got, I don't know, 6 Prismatic Evolutions or something like that, and 8 151s. I got Blooming Waters, and I couldn't resist the Blooming Waters. We'll end on 151, but we'll kind of mix them in. Let's see how we're going to do this. Let's mix them together, obviously. But we'll do like something like that, something like that, something like that, 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 that. Nope. All right, we'll do 2 of those in a row. Then that, then that, then that. All right. We will put all these together. All right. We're clip farming, chat. Imagine we find a god pack in one of these. We'll keep those on the screen too. Oh, I'll start with these. I'll start with one of these and I'll mix them in. We're looking for... I've already opened a few of these and I got like 90% Sprigatitos. These are impossible to open, by the way. I always actually ended up cutting these, which I never cut Pokemon card packs. That's always freaky to me when people do that. But these are so hard to open and like I'm afraid if I rip it, I'm going to actually rip the pack or rip the card. All right. 3, 2, 1. Actually, this front one's Pikachu. The Burger Chew! I love this card. When we went to Japan, I had to make a point to stop by the McDonald's. So this card is especially special to me because of that trip. Now, I've pulled the Ralts and the Sprigatito. So I'm looking for something other than those two. And Sprigatito. Brother, how do they have batching in McDonald's cards packs? Crazy. Batching everywhere, man. Oh well. I don't even know. Do you guys think this card is worth grading? It's not a Pikachu, but it still has the McDonald's stamp. Like, obviously I think I'm late to this play because it took them forever to get these to me, but I guess I'm blessed that they did send them to me. I bought them for like 20 bucks and then they went up and they could have canceled. But I'm definitely late to this play. So the ones that I do grade, I'm probably going to hold on to. But like, should I grade the Sprigatito? Is it worth it? These have a super good gem intent rate, by the way. Alright, start with 151. Hop right into it. Looking for that Charizard. I have opened, or pulled, every single special illustration rare multiple times over, except for the Charizard. And that's obviously the one card that I'm looking for. Alakazam EX, good start. We take those. And that's the good thing about 151. Like, all of these are good Pokemon. I'm a Kanto guy, but 151, I'm a little bit biased. Is the best set. That's what makes these packs so good. Prismatic Evolutions, on the other hand, painful, 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 painful set. I'm only opening these because I got lucky on a Walmart drop that had some surprise boxes. And I think some of these berries, or some of these item cards are worth something, so... But, hopefully, do you believe in miracles? Or do you believe in double Pheasantipities? That's what I believe in. And that right there is the Prismatic Evolutions experience. Which is crazy. Alright, back to 151. Charizard. Bless me. Please. These came from Blooming Waters. I'm still buying a ton of Blooming Waters. And unfortunately, because 151 is such a good set, I can't stop opening them. Even though I'm buying them and it doesn't make sense to open them. A Mew. Okay, 151 is being good to me. I just sold this card in Japanese for like 32 bucks in a Gem Mint 10. Which obviously is not worth much, but is better than nothing. These popular Pokemon and EX cards could still do something. Alright, let's go back to McDonald's real quick. Because I need to get something other than a Sprigatito. I need Fuecoco. Show me Fuecoco. I actually think there's a... Wait, is Pikachu the 5th Pokemon? Can you only get Quaxley and Sprigatito? No. Quaxley, Fuecoco, Sprigatito, Ralts, Pikachu? Are those the 5 Pokemon? Riolu. I do not have him. Which is great. So, are there 6? I don't even know. I should know. I'm a fake fan, chat. All I know is I want a ton of these Burger Chews. I wish it was like full art or something. If it was full art, I'd be going all in. That's kind of how I feel about the new like Hiroshima boxes and all those. If those were actually full art Pikachu cards, like Pikachu, Gyarados, oh, if those were full art, they would be the next Van Gogh Pikachu. But because they're not, I'm a little bit hesitant. I did buy 2 of the Hiroshima boxes because I love shining Gyarados, obviously. But they're so expensive. Spritzy, Screamtail, Ursaluna, and that is Prismatic Evolutions. Chat, do you think we'll get anything from our 6 Prismatic Evolutions packs? My guess is no. But you never know. That's why we play the game. Also, if you've been watching my videos, you've been seeing me do some GameStop Power Packs. And that's kind of the point of GameStop Power Packs is they at least guarantee you something. These Prismatic Evolutions packs do not guarantee you anything, as you can tell. They guarantee you an Okie Dokie, which not the best. So I definitely have opened, you know, these are $10 a pack, so I've definitely opened more than a GameStop Power Pack's worth. Voltorb, Krabby, back to 151. Come on, looking for a Charizard. Dugtrio, Arcanine, Poliwrath, Starmie. Did I see Starmie's getting a Mega Evolution? From the, I don't know if they're fan arts. From the fan arts I've been seeing, it's kind of cursed. Honestly, what do you guys think of the new Megas announced? Dragonite looks kind of goofy. I like that they incorporated Dragonair's traits into his new Mega Evolution form. I really, really like that. I think that's a really cool thing, but it looks kind of weird. However, the Victory Bell? The Victory Bell is amazing. I think that's the goofiest looking thing, and I think it looks amazing, personally. That's just me. It just looks so goofy. It looks like something out of Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior Monsters. And I'm a huge fan of that. I grew up in that era, so personally I love that. And I think it's great. I think it's just goofy enough. And it seems like Pokemon's like going that direction with its Megas, at least the ones they've announced recently. It's like they're really leaning into the goofiness of Pokemon, which, you know, can be fun. Sometimes you want a cool Pokemon to look strong and menacing, but the way they do it with these silly ones is pretty funny. Mewtwo Reverse is pretty nice. Jigglypuff, Nidoking, and Energy. So, after our pretty good start, I'm pretty slow, chat. Come on. Prismatic Evolutions, bring it home. Hippo, Badoo is playable. I think, though, people have opened so much that Badoo is now not worth much. Whimsicott, Pokeball. Oh yeah, can I get a Master Ball or something at least? Vaporeon Reverse is alright. Hydrapple EX. That's my only hit from Prismatic Evolution. Do you think that pays for the box, chat? No. So I got a bunch of those surprise boxes from Walmart and only pulled one Umbreon with a stamp. I guess I should be fortunate that I even got one, but I got a ton of Flareons. I think I got like 3 Flareons from those boxes. But it's crazy. Drowsy, Bulbasaur, Dratini, Magneton, Nidoqueen, Victory Bell. Hey, there we go. There's my boy. Haunter Reverse is pretty good. Paris, Articuno, Reverse Energy. Nice. I have so many of these energies from opening so much of the 151. It's just crazy. Alright. Back to Prismatic Evolution. Whoa. I see either Pokeball or Master Ball back there. We have not pulled a Master Ball yet tonight, so that would be pretty good. Ogre Mask. That might have been it. Black Belt's Training and Pyroar. Leafeon. Not bad. We will take any evolution that we can get. Well, the PSA submission went well. No. My opening failed so that my PSA submission could fly. Because this has been a rough opening. But this is exactly why you don't open Pokemon cards, boys and girls. Charmander in every set. I still need, I think it's the Charmander from this set in a Gem Mint 10. So I'd be alright getting a baby shiny of Charmander. Not Weavile. Although Weavile's pretty sweet. That is a pretty cool Pokemon. I love when they make shinies radically different like this. Like even the bright pink looks really nice. I don't like when they give, like, Pikachu is just slightly more orange. I don't like when they give shiny Pokemon hardly any change. It's not great. Also, the Blooming Waters box has been pretty mid too. Like, out of a whole box, again, you're spending 120 bucks on market value. And we've been getting smoked. But, all it takes is one, chat. All it takes is one. Oh, how cool would that have been? We've gotten 3 EX cards though, which is not bad. Kangaskhan is in the next Mega Evolution set, Mega Evolutions 1, which, also, is this crimped? Oh, heck yeah, crimped Pikachu, baby! That's actually the best pull of the night. Let's go. That's cool. Dude, the new Mega Evolution set looks, crazy. Pre-ordering for $300, I'm checking for any more crimp cards. $300 a box. This one has the tiniest bit of them. Can't even see it on camera. There it is. I'm not pre-ordering that at $300. I will pre-order Phantasmal Flames at $300, I guess. I don't want to, but I will. I have to. Although I just read that that is one of the smallest sets in Pokemon history. So if that's right, I would assume it is like, what is those sets? Obsidian Flames? Where it's easy to open, so everything will be readily available and the price of the box won't be crazy high, which would be sweet. And singles prices should come down. If it's a small set, it should be easier to pull things. Unlike Prismatic Evolutions, which is impossible to pull things from. I got a lot of Pokeballs, though. Creepy Umbreon, not the Umbreon we're looking for. That was my last Prismatic Evolution, so I got smoked by Prismatic Evolution. However, Bubble Mew is going to save me. Bubble Mew into Charizard last 2 packs. Do you believe in miracles? I do not, but for the sake of the video, I will. Ghastly Lantern, Oinkologne, Clive, Phanpy, Gimmighoul, Revavroom, Energy. Oof, 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 oof. One last chance. Add a Charizard. If I pulled Charizard, I would finally be done opening 151. I could save my money because each one of these packs is $10, which is insane. Caterpie into, I didn't even get any art rares. Oof, oof, oof. Ooh, Mewtwo though. Any energy. Man, rough opening. Do not open your packs on camera, kids. You will never get a hit. That is all I've got. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Amazing PSA return. Terrible opening, but that's how it goes. You win some, you lose some. I should sell these while everything's so hot, but I don't think I can do it. I need to get one of every SIR in a 10, and I had one in a 10. I sold it for 750 bucks. Thought I was the coolest person. Thought that was so much money. Now they're 1,100 bucks. So I will be keeping this, even though I should be selling it. But you can't make me get rid of it, so I won't. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry I was late. Glad I figured it out. Again, yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. Check out my other videos. I've been doing a lot more YouTube content recently. Let me know in the comments what type of content you'd like to see. I've been doing some investing stuff, some power pack stuff, market updates every week. So trying to get more and more into it. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm letting you know what I'm buying, trying to be transparent about everything so you guys don't think I'm pumping or anything like that. But appreciate you guys watching. Have a great night, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.